how cheap can a first mover advantage at Springleaf Residences get you? This is the first plot of land that is launching in the Springleaf area. Direct access to MRT, also have many famous eateries, and also done by the Coco famous developer itself. If you're entering on day one, you might be sitting on the biggest discount of the year. And in this video, I'll also be sharing with you how buyers save $100,000 just by entering on day one and getting the first mover advantage. And you should definitely watch to the end of the video so that you can also earn $100,000 like these buyers over here. So if you do not want to miss any information, remember to join my Telegram group whereby I'll be updating the latest new launches information in this Telegram group chat itself. So if you have already missed a few boats, what are the boats that you have missed out so far? So this is the first boat that you have missed, which is the Amo Residences that is launched in July 2022. So it was first launched at 1,800 PSF and afterwards it peaked at 2,400 PSF itself, averaging around 2,100 in terms of the transaction for the units itself. So what does this mean? This actually means a huge jump in terms of the price, and if you look at the real numbers itself, this is what it actually means. So over here we have a 2-bedroom itself of 678 square feet. So these two examples here are the same, but the only difference is when you enter on day one itself and also towards the end of the launch. What is the difference? So if you're entering at day one and buying at a discount, the buyer bought at $1.35 million, and towards the end of the new launch, another neighbor bought it at $1.6 million. So how much is this difference if you were to enter in day one price? The total difference is $250,000 for a 2-bedroom just within 3 years itself. Wow, that's a massive discount over here if you were to enter on day one. So now ask, if someone can actually profit so much by entering on day one, what will happen if you can also do the same and enter on day one? So next boat that we have over here is actually the Lentor Modern. Imagine you're a developer today at Lentor area itself and you see that your neighbor, which is the Amo Residences, is sold more than 98% on the first day of the launch. So how will you actually price the price itself? You actually pick at 2,400, average around 2,100, and will you actually price it at 2,001, 2004, or in between these two numbers itself? What will you do if you were a developer at Lentor area and you watch your neighbor selling at such a good price? Guess what? Just 2 months later, the Lentor Modern was actually launched in September 2022 and the price was also very attractive on day one itself. It started from 1,800 PSF and on the latest peak, it actually reached 2,500 PSF with the average being around 2,100 PSF. What does this number in terms of PSF actually mean? So if you look at the next example of 3-bedroom of 1,130 square feet itself, these two sizes are actually similar, just that one buyer bought it on day one and the next neighbor bought it at 3 years later. So the first buyer that bought it, it was priced at $2.14 million and towards the end it was actually bought at $2.4 million. Wow. So the difference in terms of this number here itself is actually a 350k itself for a 3 years gain in terms of the price for this 3-bedroom itself if you were to enter on day one of the launch. So how many boats have you missed? You can start counting over here because all these new launches have the same strategy when there is an oversupply in the market. You can see that it started at 1,008 at all these areas. So this is the first boat that you have missed, second Lentor Modern, third Lentor Hills, and there's the fourth Hillock Green, fifth Lentora, sixth Lentor Mansion, and seventh Lentor Central. So you've seen so many new launches starting from 2022 all the way to the recent 2025. You have missed out so many boats. Some of the boats actually have very huge discount from 1,007, 1,009, and Lentor Mansion that was harmonized at 2,001 and 1,900 for the Lentor Central. These are really very attractive prices that you can actually hit if you're actually a day one buyer, and if you are not that lucky, you might even hit the average price, bring you quite a lot of safe discount and bargain from the maximum PSF over here, which was picked at 2,500 plus at the end of the launch itself. So when a developer is fear about the oversupply, what do? It's actually your advantage as a buyer because a developer will price it low. And that low will actually become your opportunity, and that's why you should not miss a boat anymore for the Springleaf Residences. So Springleaf is finally launching and you'll be the first plot at the Springleaf area, and that's why this is actually your chance to grab this boat. So when I mentioned that Springleaf Residences is actually the first plot that is launched in this area, what does it mean? So when we look at the master plan itself, we have the 2014 master plan over here and the 2019 master plan over here. Can you spot the differences between these two master plans? A very huge difference is actually the color over here itself and what's actually planned for this whole entire area. So we see a huge difference in the area, and yellow actually meant for reserve and orange means that they will be building more areas for residential in the future. So where is Springleaf Residences Residences. Springleaf Residences is over here itself. So in this area, it's right next to the MRT station, and that's why this is a very good location where you shouldn't miss the first mover advantage, because there will be so much more subsequent plot that is coming up in the Springleaf itself. So if you're still not sure what is Springleaf all about and all the information, this is a summary about Springleaf. Springleaf will be located in this area right next to the Springleaf MRT, which is a Thomson East Coast Line itself. We have a total of 1 to 5 bedroom types over here, and it's approximately only 100 meters away from the MRT itself. So it's very close to the landed enclave in the Springleaf area itself, and it's also very convenient because this Thomson East Coast Line MRT links you to many different areas of Singapore. So why is Springleaf Residences one of the biggest discount and opportunity that you can have in today's market for 2025? This is because you can tap the oversupply and change it to big discounts for you. When the developer has many plots of land, this means that they will have fear, and this fear could also means that it's your chance to buy in because it's an opportunity for you to have discounts. And the other reasons for you to consider the Springleaf Residences is because it's right next to the MRT station with direct access to the MRT, and it's your first mover advantage because it's the first plot to be launched in the whole entire area in the master plan itself. And this is a mega project with more than 900 units, a total of 941 units itself. This means that you can have more future transformation, and there will be also a lot of facilities in this whole area itself. So with more units that are available, the price are likely to be very competitive on the day one of the launch. So what do you need to consider? You need to consider the right facing and layout, because this will mean that you have the right exit strategy in the future, because here we have more than 941 units itself, and you don't just look at the price, because the right stack will help you to exit in the future earlier. Choose a stack that have a more efficient layout and is actually priced at a better discount or better facing, so that you have more demand in the future. You might also want to compare Springleaf with also the current Lentor new launches to see which one is safer and what are the other options that you have. Are the current options safer in terms of the price, or is it worth waiting for Springleaf so that you can actually have a huge discount? And last but not least, consider if you want to wait for the Springleaf, because Springleaf might be much more attractive in terms of the price as compared to the resale options. So look at the resale condos PSF. Is it also 1,800, 1,900? Is the gap huge enough such that you can actually wait for the Springleaf Residences over here? So my final verdict is that if you've already missed so many boats, including the Lentor and also the Amo Residences, this Springleaf Residences is your final boat for you to catch, because you can potentially get your first mover advantage and get a huge discount of more than $100,000 itself. You have seen all the many waves that you have missed, and GoCoLand is a very good developer, so you should definitely keep Springleaf Residences as one of your shortlisted project. So if you find this useful and you want to spot your next profit making unit, please DM me at my number over here, 94314533. Just give me a call and I'll actually get in touch with you very soon. You can also follow my new launch group chat on the Telegram, and also share this link with your friends so that they can also take advantage and also catch this big discount of the year. So as I share with you, Springleaf Residences is something that you should definitely catch, because there's a lot of units to be sold. When a developer is fearful, there's a chance for you to get at a good price. So when is the Springleaf preview starting? Springleaf preview will be starting from 1st August until 11 August 2025, and the booking date will be on 16 August itself. If you do not want to miss the first mover advantage, call me and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye bye.